We got a few more songs left. Are you guys okay? You guys doing all right? Yeah. Thank you for coming. This is really cool for us. This is our first tour that we've done anything like this. And I'm not sure if any of you realized that we were on tour. You thought you just came and showed up for Becca's birthday, but it really worked out very cool. We were just passing through the area, and we were looking for people to host these intimate little acoustic house shows for us, and it happened to be on Becca's birthday. So that's such a cool thing. We're really excited to be here. We're really blessed. Someone say that for you. The next song, I'm going to tell you guys about it. I know it's not really like me talking about my songs. So you guys are like, whoa, this is out of left field, Mark. Like, you never talk about your songs. But I'm a very purpose-driven person, and for most of my life, I've been searching for what I'm meant to do or meant to be, and I believe that everyone is looking for their purpose, and we may not all realize we are, but I think everybody is on some level. And I've told you guys about my situation with my family, and it left me in a really, really dark place for a little bit because I didn't know how I was going to get out of it. I just felt like I was a horrible father, horrible husband, and I wasn't where I wanted to be. I kept saying one day we'll have the life that we want, and one day just never came. This song came out of probably the depth of my depression, and I could look back and I could remember the defeat that I felt in this moment, but I choose to look at it through a hopeful perspective and realize that I'm on the other side of it now, and I'm making different decisions, and I don't feel so broken anymore. I learned a lot through that time, and one of the biggest things, most helpful things I learned is just because you're broken, it doesn't mean that you're worthless. It just means you need to be put back together. And this song's called Falling to Pieces. Like they're coming at me from all sides. It feels like I've got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. It feels like I'm never good enough. It feels like I'm always just trying. Sometimes I feel like I should give up. Sometimes I feel like I'm dying. My steps back to before I fell apart. Always knew times would get tough, never thought they'd get this hard. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but sometimes I'm still holding on to late nights in the car, staring at the stars with passion in our hearts, but it's gone, and I'm funny. I have to use a different guitar to play this song. So please excuse me as I swap guitars real quick. Yeah.
This never happens. Yeah, I already contact that obligation. There's usually somebody that does a sport.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I remember the song. I know.
It's true. This song rarely ever happens. It was it's a birthday gift to Rebecca because I was told that there's a song of ours that she likes a lot, and so I really wanted to play it. The reason we don't normally play it, it's so weird because it's the only full acoustic song on our album, and we're doing an acoustic tour, and I never played on the tour. So but
It started tonight. Keep going.
yeah, maybe I could start playing it. Maybe you'll inspire me. That's just my guitar. I have to have it in a different tune. It's kind of weird, but anyway, this song is called "Leaving," and it's the oldest song on our album. I have songs on our album that I wrote when I was 17, which is this one. And then I have songs on our album that I wrote when I was 27. So it spans like a 10-year period of my life, really. But this song, before my wife and I were ever together, I just liked it a lot. And we were like kind of hanging out a little bit. And I had to go away on this church camp thing for like 2 weeks. And before I left, what's that? There we go. Yeah, church camp. It was in Tennessee. I lived in Florida. I had to go to Tennessee for 2 weeks, and I just started talking to this girl. I'm like, I don't want to leave. I'm like, I feel like if I leave, she'll meet some cooler guy, and she'll not want to date me. So I was like, you're really bummed about it, but we were talking. We're like, we should hang out the night before I leave, and I'm like, yeah, of course, I would love that. So I'm like all stoked, and she never called me the night before I left, and I was really bummed. But this is a song that I wrote about that. I wrote on that trip, actually. It's called "Leaving." Wow. email to a specific email address. They have like a story that they want a song written about. Most times it's like a love song or it's a heartbreak song or something. But it doesn't have to be. We write songs about it.
Sometimes it's about food.
Sometimes it's about food. Someone actually wrote us an email saying that they had a bagel and they had some cream cheese and they ate the bagel, but now they'll never see their bagel again. Yeah. And they want me to write a song about it. So.
Dude, please write that song.
I want to. It's rolling around in my head. I'm trying to figure it out. But the reason we do it is because we've had so many people tell us that, like, you know, they connect with this part of our song or this or that. You know, they say that's so my life. Like, I wish I could write songs because I would so write that exact song that you just wrote. And so we thought it might be kind of cool to give people an opportunity to have a song that's literally specifically for their situation. So we have a lot of them piled up. There are hundreds of emails, but we select them at random, and each of us write songs for different people. So if you guys are interested in it, you go on our Facebook or our YouTube account. We posted quite a few of them that we write. We just perform acoustically, and we're hoping one day that we can actually record them on a record and make something out of it. But I just want to tell you guys about that. We're also gonna hang out with you guys a little bit after we're done. Is that alright, you guys? Yeah. We have some shirts and we have some CDs, and if you guys are interested, it would really help us, you know, moving along our trip. If you guys would support us and spread the word. It would mean so much if you guys would tell people about our band. This last song we're gonna play. I told you guys about my relationship with my wife, but I'm gonna tell you guys a different story now. When I was 17 years old, I was not cool. I was kind of dorky, and I really so badly wanted to meet a girl. I was like hopeless romantic, but I was not a candidate for any of the cool groups. So all the girls hung out with the cool guys, and so I figured that my biggest issue with meeting a girl was that no girl thought I was cool in comparison to the cooler competition. So my plan was, if I can ever get in a situation where it's just me and a group of girls in a room, I probably would have a better shot. I mean, that makes sense, right? So I'm like, it's like it literally is like, in my mind, I'm like, that's the only way it'll work. But I'm thinking, where am I going to find this magical room that is just me and these girls that I?
It's the room of requirement.
It's the room of requirement. So anyway, one day I'm out shopping for my mom for Mother's Day, and I walk into a Pier 1 Imports, and I look around, and I am in that room. There's not a single guy in this Pier 1 Imports, but a lot of girls, and most of them are stuck there for at least a 4-hour shift. And so I'm thinking, if I can find a way to be stuck here with them, like get a job, then I'm in. And so I'm like, my brain's firing. And I go home. I probably forgot to buy my mom a Mother's Day gift because I'm almost home. And I get ready, and I'm going to go apply for a job at this Pier 1. And I walk up to the Pier 1, and I've got my best sweater on, my favorite sweater. It had this cool stripe across the front, and that smaller stripe underneath it. And then I did my hair just right. And I try to add things. I tell this story a lot, so I try to add little things that make Jared laugh because he's heard it so many times. Just like,
I'll tell you the whole story from the back.
you didn't get the straight part.
In my sleep. No, I did not know the straight part.
I caught you off guard. Sorry, but it's true. It had one big stripe and it had a small stripe underneath it, and I thought that was kind of neat. But anyway, so I walk in through the front. I'm like, I'm psyched, dude. I'm ready to go. I'm thinking, man, I'm looking better than I ever look. And I'm the first girl I see, she'll probably fall in love with me. And I walk through the front door, and instantly I lose all my nerve, and I feel like my sweater is stupid, and I wish I just was dead. And I'm like, I need to leave. And this girl behind the counter, she's gorgeous. Like, what am I going to say to her? Mark is a dumb name. I shouldn't even tell her my name. And so, right? It rhymes with Shark and Hartman. And my last name is Hartman. And if you change the H on Hartman to an F, it's Fartman. And I'm sure that the second I write my name down on his application, she's going to realize that and say, I'm never going to be a Fartman. Never. I'm fully.
He always does it.
I'm fully insecure at this point, but somehow, some way, I work up the nerve and I go and talk to this girl behind the counter. And I've been married to her for 11 years. And she's very serious. And that's cool, right? Anyway, but it works, gentlemen. It works. So if you are not in the cool group and you're looking for a lady,
Just con a girl.
just con a lady into the fun. Alright, I want to teach you guys this song because this is one that means a lot to me. I just told you about how it's my wife's song. First time I met her, so you have to sing with me, alright? It's disrespectful if you don't. Let's do it again. I want to hear you guys, right?
Don't know. Air from my lungs.
Ah, it's beautiful. You guys are awesome. This is our last song. It's called Here we this. I've never been good with words. Well, at least not the sweet kind. Somehow it chews me down. It's like I just lose my mind. I know that I should leave. Consistently. All right, cool.